Hi everyone, it's Sydney from Sydney Mar Wellness. It's been a while since I've been on Facebook Live, but I wanted to pop in tonight really to talk to you about all of the different things that have been going on at Sydney Mar Wellness in the meantime. A month ago, I went home to my hometown in Vancouver and went on a wonderful trip seeing my mother's side of the family, my father's side of the family. I went up to Hope, BC and visited with the elders and my band, and it was so much fun. So I've been kind of off the grid a bit because I've been away, and also because I really had a lot of trouble with, guess what? I had trouble with my computer, so I haven't had a lot of connectivity, so I've been promising to get on board and to say hello, and all of a sudden, guess what? It's Halloween. So I've got my lovely little Halloween bear behind me, and I thought, gosh, what is everybody going to do? Now that it's Halloween, we're being really tempted by all of those beautiful candies, and a lot of my friends are saying, in fact, they bought the candies, getting in advance, trying to get ready because we've got busy lives, and by the time Halloween comes, all the candies are gone. They have to go and replace it because they've already run out of the candies, which means we're in a little bit of indulgence. So, but to talk about that, we can actually remedy that. So I've got a few things so that you can have a little bit of overindulgent, and then you can come back and regain yourself after you've had a little bit too much going on in terms of sugar and all of the activities and festivities. In fact, today is Sunday afternoon and I am broadcasting from my home here in Montreal, and many of people were having Halloween parties last night. It was all over Facebook, beautiful costumes, but that means there's a lot of partying going on. So much fun. I'm hoping they're not feeling a little bit ghoulish today. So if you are feeling a little bit ghoulish, I've got some tips and tricks for you. So I'm going to remind you that one of the easiest things to do is go and get a beautiful glass of water. Put a little bit of lemon in it and make sure that you're hydrated. If you have 2 to 3 liters of water a day, you're not only going to be hydrated, you're going to be able to detox anything that has been your shall we say, your overindulgence of choice, be it chocolate, wine, beer, or just too many yummy things. If there's been a party and great party treats, then start by hydrating yourself with a beautiful glass of water. Make sure that every time it goes down, you're going to fill it back up. That's really what I do. And that's sometimes why I love to have lemons in it, because I can almost see it like a thermometer. It's really kind of a bit of fun. Plus, lemons are so good for you. You know that there's a lot of talk about lemon water being really important and how it really helps rebalance your system, because being what we call pH neutral or a little bit alkaline is so much healthier than being on the acidic side. So put a little bit of lemons or squeeze a lemon into your water and it's going to be really super healthy. So what else can we do to help you detox when you have maybe overindulged? Well, I do have a few other things in my toolkit, shall we say. Now, if you're at home and you want to have a bath, or maybe you're a guy and you really don't like to have a bath, maybe you can just put your feet into a beautiful warm tub of water, put in some Epsom salt, because that's going to help really draw out any extra toxins in your body, and it's just going to make you feel so good because your feet are going to be nice and warm. Your skin actually absorbs the Epsom salts, which is the magnesium, which is so important. At the same time, it's drawing out any toxins. For those of us who love bubble baths, which would be me, I'm going to going to start my tub. I'm going to put in my bubble bath. I'm going to put in my Epsom salts. I'm going to put in a little bit of baking soda, because this baking soda also helps to alkalinize, and it's going to be just a really luscious, delicious bath that I know that not only is fabulous for my health, but it's going to make me feel just fabulous. So that's one of my second tips and tricks for you. Now, if you really are someone who wants to be on the go and you don't have time for all of that fussiness, but please try to drink your water. I'm going to suggest something out of my arsenal of wonderful products, and this one here is called Love Your Liver. I don't know if you can see that if it's reversed here, but Love Your Liver because your liver loves you is something that's going to be really helpful for you. Why? Because it is so full of good ingredients that detoxify your liver. Your liver actually has about 500 functions, and when your liver is happy, your whole health is better. It's good for you hormonally, it's good for making your system not to be sluggish, it's good for processing foods. It means that your body is going to actually assimilate all of those good foods that you are trying to ingest and put into your body as you're running through your very busy life. So Love Your Liver is a wonderful detox that I think you're going to enjoy. It is one of the things that I happen to like to have in my beautiful, wonderful things. Oh, hello, Simone. So happy to see you. I'm so happy you're joining me. If you've got some questions, just pop them in the below, and I would love to answer them if you've got any questions. I was just talking about some of the issues or concerns that some people are coming back to me about the fact that it's Halloween, or almost Halloween. We've been preparing for Halloween for weeks, which means we've all eaten too much candy and overindulging a bit. So this is what I've been thinking about. So Love Your Liver is a great remedy. Really, really super love having this in my beautiful range of vitamins that I take, partially because I really love cocktail hour. I love having my glass of wine, and I always try to make sure that I'm not overindulging, that it really is a very civil and a wonderful thing for me to enjoy at the end of the day. But I also want to support my liver, and that's why the Love Your Liver is a beautiful product to take. So this is one of the products that I would love you to consider. The active ingredient in it is Mariendistel. What is that in English? Actually, that is milk thistle. Milk thistle. Milk thistle lightly detoxifies your liver. And then we also have some other ingredients in here that regenerate your liver tissue. How great is that? I mean, really, the poor liver works so hard, and it's a rare day that we actually give it some support. So Love Your Liver, great product to have in your vitamin basket. The other thing that I'd like to suggest is on Halloween, and sometimes we're outside in these beautiful costumes, which has been so much fun to put together and to imagine what we're going to wear or who we're going to be on Halloween. And I know that Siri has been making some great suggestions for what you should wear on Halloween. So I'm really loving that. But guess what? Sometimes the outfits that we come up with, we are a little bit scantily clad, or they don't fit underneath those beautiful warm sweaters. So we're actually freezing our butts out there, which means you could be at risk for being or catching a cold. So what I'm going to suggest is this. This is called Immune Booster. It's a cold chaser. It means that it just boosts your immune system so that you can dash through the cold weather. Maybe it's going to rain a little bit, maybe it isn't, maybe it'll be perfect weather, but chances are if you're out in a nightclub or out at a someone's party, that maybe you're having a little bit of a drink, and when you're having a little bit of a drink, you don't really feel the cold. So boost your system with the immune booster and see if you can ward off any of those colds, because I find that anytime I get the little itchy scratchy throat, I reach for my immune booster. A couple of days of taking this, and the cold just doesn't set. So I highly recommend that you keep this in your cupboard, because you need it when you're getting the itchy scratchy throat. Because if you get you itchy scratchy throat and think, oh gosh, I've got to send Sydney an order and ask her to send it to me, chances are you're going to catch the cold, because you need to take it right away. This is one thing that you can't wait 5 to 7 days before I get it into your hands before it's going to be handy for you. So this is the immune booster. The other thing is sometimes at Halloween, between all of the chocolates, between all of the overindulgent, between having, maybe beers with your friends or drinks, and a friend of mine actually talking about Halloween, he does a fabulous decoration of his home. What he does is he opens up his garage and he builds in a bar and then has all the different things for the children. So people are coming, all the neighbors come in, they hang around, they're having a nice drink with their friends, or maybe a hot toddy or something, and it's so much fun. But at the same time, maybe you're gonna upset your tummy. If you have a delicate system at all, maybe you mixed up too many different things, Probiotic Billionaire is what I'm going to make a suggestion to you for. We love this one. Why do we love making sure that your tummy is good? This is a probiotic that is enteric coated. And that makes this kind of one of my most expensive products. Why? Because the enteric coating is a little bit expensive, but the most important thing, if I'm going to offer you something, is that it actually does what we say it's going to do. And that means that it's going to deliver the probiotic, the active bacteria, into your small intestine and your large intestine. Why is that important? Because probiotics no good in your tummy, because there's such strong hydrochloric acid and all of the enzymes to break down your food. Chances are, if this were to go directly into your tummy without the encasing, the enteric coating, it's never going to get to your small intestine and large intestine where it does its beautiful work. 8 different types of bacteria are in this. There's something called a bacteria which is called plantarum, which also naturally lowers your cholesterol. So it is the added value. It is the added beautiful active formula that I do believe you're going to love. And a lot of my customers are really enjoying the Probiotic Billionaire because it really does help them absorb all of the nutrients, get a better absorption into their tummy. So these are the 3 things that we're talking about. Probiotic Billionaire, if maybe your tummy's being a little bit wobbly. The other one is the wonderful immune booster. If now that we're really stepping into winter, I mean, I'm wearing my coat, I'm wearing a hat, I'm wearing a glove, I'm wearing a scarf, I've got my billy boots or my winter boots on, because guess what? It's cold out there. And Jack knows no mercy. He loves getting me out there. He loves me walking around, freezing my bum off. So I just want to make sure that, in fact, this will be an enjoyable walk, that I can come back in. But if I'm at all worried, the immune booster is what I reach for. So the other thing that I spoke about was the Love Your Liver. So these are 3 remedies that I have in my vitamins and supplements that are going to boost your system, that really you're going to love and enjoy, and really will help you navigate this part of the year, the fall, without too much trouble. It means that you're going to be able to go to those parties, and if you've overindulged, you've got a few remedies. Don't forget that I'd love to encourage you to drink 2 to 3 glasses of water a day, because that's not only going to hydrate you, it's going to help detox your system. It's also, water is great for your brains. This is really important. I'm going to take a sip. And trying to keep on schedule. So talking about staying on schedule, a lot of people have been asking me, Sydney, how do you organize yourself? Because you get so much done in a day, and how do you remember to take all your vitamins? And I have to tell you, it can be a bit challenging, and I think it's because I used to be a national level competitive figure skater. It kind of helped me be organized, because you don't really have your brains quite in order at 4:30 in the morning when you wake up when you're a skater. So what I do is I try to prepare everything ahead of time. And honestly, if I had to look at my vitamin tray every single morning, and then open up, 4 or 5 or 6 bottles every morning, I don't think I would do it. I wouldn't have the patience. You know what? I'd give up. But what I do like to do every morning is put on the cup of coffee, and I make my breakfast. So I try to make it easy for me. So what I do, let's start with, I'll just show you. This is my tray of vitamins. This isn't everything, but this happens to be, the tray that I keep my vitamins on. So I just keep everything in the cupboard. I take my tray out once a week, and I organize them into a wonderful little dishes. These are the ones that I used to use, but I've got something to share with you. I used to use these little spice dishes. Aren't they cute? But they could be cuter. So they're fine. I organize them in that. But I'm going to make for sale, because everybody's been asking me how to do it. I've got these beautiful little dishes, these ceramic, and they go nicely together with my wonderful vitamins. So I said, you know what, I want to have white ones. I think they're just a little bit prettier. And because of that, they're also going to have a little logo on the bottom so that you can wash them and keep them like this. So once what you do is when you buy these beautiful set of dishes, I'm going to make you 7 so you can get you through the week. So you can count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to organize all of your vitamins once a week. You're going to have all these beautiful little vitamins organized into all of these little dishes, and then you're going to take them and you're going to stack them up. You're going to put them inside the cupboard. I just stack them up like that. It's a little bit funny. It looks like that. But I take them, I put them beside my coffee cup. Why? Because guess what? The coffee cups, I without failure, I get up, I put on my coffee, I reach into the cupboard, I see my vitamins, I take one out. So how easy is that? It's all organized for me. And for the times that I travel, as you know, I just came back from my family trip in Vancouver, I have these beautiful vitamin packs. So if you've had the opportunity to already receive some vitamins from me, you know that when you receive your vitamins, you also get a pack of 10 of these inside the little package that I sent you. I like to have them handy. And on here, you have enough room if you want to write, you know, if you've only ordered one item, and let's say that it is the Fabulous Hair, Skin, and Nails, maybe you're going to write, if you put some in here because you want to take it with you to the office, because the protocol for Fabulous Hair, Skin, and Nails is 2 in the morning and 2 at night, only for the first month. And that means that if you're going out and about for dinner, you might want to bring some with you, but you don't want to bring the whole bottle, right? So just pop some into one of your extra Ziploc bags. But I'm going to make a suggestion, because every time I don't do it, it's so annoying. Just write Fabulous Hair, Skin, and Nails or Fab on here, just to remember what the heck is in here. Because I come across all these little random Ziploc bags, and I'm going, I know I was going to remember what was in it, but I don't. So do yourself a favor, unless it's a mixed pack, like this one happens, my little example is a mixed pack. So I've just taken the contents of one of these, which is my daily amount of vitamins, popped it into here, because then I just have to take as many as I'm going to be traveling for. So for instance, if I'm going to go for 4 days, I'll just pop 4 in my bag. Sometimes I'm nervous that I get stuck places, which has happened before. So I might take an extra one and just keep it in my purse. Then these all go into, what I do actually is, here's the little bags that I ship the vitamins in. I just put all the extra ones in here, squish it together, throw that into my bag. They're well organized and I can see them. Easy peasy, nice and flat, so away we go. So that's one of the ways you can do it. Now, if you don't want to, if you don't have little dishes like this, or you're not going to be buying mine, no worries. Really easy things that you can have the opportunity, maybe at your pharmacy, at the store, to go and pick up. Some of my friends do it this way. One of them I saw at the pharmacy the other day, this one. I thought it was really cute. It has little 7 little containers. Let me just open that up. Let me just open this up. So it has, like, this one says Sunday, so you can put your vitamins in here, and they also come doubled so that you can have a double set, so morning and night. So there's a double set that some people love it this way. I find it a little bit too bulky, so I prefer to have my little ceramic dish with my vitamins, and it's just easier for me. So it's very personal, but if you organize it once a week, it's so much easier. And then I was also at the store and I saw this one in the pharmacy, and I thought, how cute is that? This happens to be a screw off set, multicolored, one color for each. So they all have these little tops and they screw onto each other. So if you were traveling, you would be able to put your vitamins in here, put the top on, and then on the bottom, they all screw together like that. So this is your entire case. Maybe for me it's a little bit bulky, but I thought it was really cute. And maybe if you have young children, because you know I do have clients that are as young as 9 years old, and maybe this is going to be the perfect thing that will charm them. You know, if it's happy looking, people actually do it, which is one of the fun things. So it's all about finding a way that makes you happy, that's going to fit easily into your life, something that you can maintain, that you'll actually do. That's really all I want, is that when you get these beautiful vitamins at home, that you have a system, a little easy way of bringing them into your daily life and actually using them. So, because I can't help you if you leave them in the bottle. So I would love to encourage you to figure out a system that works for you, whether or not you are organizing them once a week, whether or not you are putting them into the little dishes like this that I'm going to load this up on my website tonight, actually. So you get 7 in a pack. I'll put the price on. I know the price is around here somewhere. They're not very expensive, but how much fun is that to get your own pack? You can put them in the cupboard. That way you don't have to run around to the stores going to look for little spice dishes or what have you, the way I happen to have them organized. So I do encourage you to try to simplify it. If you can figure out a way that you'll actually do it. I mean, when I was a skater, I used to organize my skates at night and, make sure that everything was in perfect order. I'd have it packed perfectly. I'd double check it and I'd put it by the front door, because then I didn't have to wander around the house. So association is really important. The reason I put these beside my coffee cup, because I can be guaranteed that in the morning I'm going to be making coffee. So if I make my coffee and grab my cup, I'm going to grab these. The same goes for when I was a skater. I had to go out the front door, so no, I couldn't forget my skates and I couldn't forget all the things. So they're all stacked up there to make it nice and easy so that I would actually do it and bring my chocolate, my hot chocolate, to the rink and make sure that I had something warm so that it could warm me up while I was in between on classes or sessions before I had to go back to school. So really that's what I have to say. It is October 30th today. I'm hoping that you're having lots of fun organizing or decorating for Halloween. Hoping that you're going to make some healthy choices and to enjoy. And if you've overenjoyed, then these were my few tips and tricks to figure out how you're going to navigate just getting back on track, feeling fabulous, because that's really what I want you to do, to go out there, have a beautiful life, enjoy, and be your fabulous selves. So I'm going to love you and leave you on this beautiful Sunday evening. Don't forget that if you have any questions, just pop them into the news feed below and I will come back in and answer you. Or perhaps just send me a private message, and I'm always delighted to give you all the information that I can that will help you achieve an optimal health and be beautiful. So good night.